Hey guys, hi everyone. I feel like I should always start my videos with a song, so let me say welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I don't know how that sounds, but I just hope it sounds right. Yeah, so welcome back everyone. Thank you for clicking, thank you for watching. If you're new here, you're welcome. The name of this channel, obviously, as you can see, is the Kemi-ing way. I'm a Nigerian living in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and I talk about food, I talk about nutrition, I talk about lifestyle. But for some time now, I've been talking about my life as a permanent resident in Canada, settling down, the process, and all of that. So, like this video if it's something you think you will like. Yeah, I don't know how that sounds, but yeah, like this video, subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you'll be alerted next time I post new videos. And if you're a returning subscriber, but I hope I don't sound ras. Yeah, whatever. So thank you if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you for staying through. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all you do. I see you guys are the real MVP. So let's get into this video of the day. So this video, I'm going to be talking about things you need to do, things you need to put in place, especially if you're traveling from Nigeria, if you just got your permanent residency permits or status or whatever, you're coming to Canada from Nigeria. I'm just going to be talking about things you need to do, things we had to do, things we put in place, which I think is wise for you to put in place before you come to Canada. So let's get started. Welcome back, guys. The first thing you need to do is wait to get your passport back. Does that sound right? Get your passport back first. So someone will say, I've sent my passport, obviously it will be stamped. Now, this is reason why I said wait to get your passport back. So I remember a story of a family, that sent their passport. I think a family of 5 or so, they sent their passport to e.t.c, and upon they already booked their flight, they already timed everything okay. So by the time our passport returns on Monday, we'll just travel on Wednesday, and then that's it. But lo and behold, upon receiving their passport back, they found out that the passports were not complete. So instead of receiving the passport of a family of 5, they had a passport of just 4 people in the family. Guess what? They had to, start another round of running around. Obviously, they had to rebook their flight ticket, and yeah, they had to cancel and book another flight ticket, and you can imagine how much you would have paid for a family of 5. So my point is that wait, even for us too. I was telling my husband that passport, they've told us to send our passport for visa. Let's just book our ticket, let's just book our flight, especially in summer that the prices were going up, because summer more people travel, so the flight tickets tend to go up higher. So I was like, now let's just, he said, wait, be calm. So number 1, wait first to get your passport back before you do any other thing. Of course, you can start buying stuff because that one is given, but wait to get your passport back before you book your flight. So the second point I'm going to be talking about is now it is time for you to book your flights. That is, now that your passport has returned, now you can book your flights. Of course, you have to book your flights. Now let's talk about booking flights. So you can book your flights using any of the you can use any of those agents, the Travel Stats, the Waka Now, and all that. I've noticed that the price ticket is actually usually cheaper when you book through some of these agencies. I think they have some sort of agreement, or what's that one now? Collaborations, yes, with this flight. So it's always better for you sometimes to book through the agency. So just compare, so compare how much it is booking through Travel Start or booking through Wakana or booking.com, all those agencies, and compared to when you go to the direct website of those flights that you want to travel with. So another thing you need to find out when you're booking your flights is find out that the flight that you want to go with is going to accept the kind of bags that you want to travel. You remember Ghana Must Go bag? I'm going to link that bag here. So there's Ghana Must Go bag, which is like the normal striped that comes in red, blue. I'm just going to put the picture there. Now I've noticed that some of those flights do not accept those kind of bag, but there's also another type which is also Ghana Must Go, but it's like thicker, you know, it's stronger and then it's more durable. I think they accept that. So we went through Air France, and Air France collected this kind of bag that we went through. So I advise that you check also to know that the flights or your airplane, or yeah, the flight, if it's KLM, Ethiopian, Air France, whatever it is that Egypt here you're flying with, accept the type of bag that you will be buying. So those are two things that you need to do hand in hand. Check that the flight accepts the bag, and then know the kind of bag you're buying. Or better still, you can just buy like a plain black bag or something like that, just so you don't have issues with the flight and select or accepting the bag that you're traveling with. So speaking of bags, and also speaking of flights, yeah, you want to make sure that you're buying a very lightweight bag. Why do I mean? In fact, it's better that you don't bother buying boxes, because boxes on its own is going to take up like 5 kg of your allowance, of your luggage allowance, and you know that you have just 23 kg. So I will advise you buy lightweight bags. You know, those bags that on its own won't weigh more than maybe 1 kg, or even less than 1 kg, maybe 0.5 kg. So I advise that you go for lighter weight bags, because you want to maximize all the spaces you have, right? Because you're going as permanent resident, you need a lot of food, you need so many things. In fact, there'll be conflict of interest between what you want to pack. You'll be like, oh, I need to pack this or no, and then you know, you just want to maximize all the space. So make sure that you're getting a lightweight bag, and a bag that is durable enough, that will not tear. Because trust me, if you see the way these people used to throw bag, you know, while we were boarding, when were we boarding now? I can't remember. I think when we were boarding connecting flight from Paris. Yeah, Paris, yeah. I was sitting by the window and I just looked. Unfortunately, I don't know why I didn't take a video, or I didn't do a video or take a picture then. If you see the way they were throwing these bags, I actually saw them throwing my bag that has my foodstuffs and my pot, and I saw them throwing. I was like, yay, mogbe, modaro. That is, oh my god, my bag. You know, they were actually, so I could tell even from my stuffs, because you could see that some of my stuffs, like the Indomie I packed, was now broken into pieces. Some of my pots had dents. You understand what I mean? So they throw bags and they handle it. So you don't want your bags to be torn in transit, or for you to lose a lot of your stuffs because it was torn on the way. So while you're trying to buy a lightweight bag, yeah, you also want to buy a bag that is strong, that is very sturdy. Yeah, so I have this is not an advert now, it's just what we used, if you're able to. But if you have other options, if you want, just let me know in the comment section. I will share the number with you. There was this guy that we bought our bags from. They were these long black bags, you know, and they were strong enough. So you want to make sure that your bags are lightweight and also at the same time strong, so that you don't lose items in transit along the way. So also, one thing you want to do is, while you're buying your bags, you should also have it in mind that you want to buy a weighing scale. I believe you know where I'm going with this now. Yes, you need to buy a weighing scale. Now, the allowance for your luggage for a person, an adult has, even a child too, at least for Air France, we had 223 kg each as our check-in luggage, and I think 7 kg, 12, 7, 12, 9. I'm going to put it there when I remember, as our hand luggage, you understand? So you want to make sure that you buy a weighing scale and weigh your bags before leaving the house. Now, this is the reason why. If you do not weigh your bags and then you just assume, or that, okay, yeah, this should be about, then you get to the airport and then they start flinging, or not flinging, they start saying, no, you have to drop this, your bag is overweight. Maybe instead of 23 kg you have 30 kg, and then you have to maybe drop some of those cherished items that you've packed, or drop some of those things that you really thought, I've packed well, let me go and enjoy. And then you notice that the things you've packed are overweight. You need to drop some things. And then if you're someone who doesn't have money to cargo, my dear, you will cry, you. So for us now, we already bought, in fact, I bought this spring, yeah, luggage, hand luggage. Even though it was 22 kg, in fact, I like the fact that the limit of the spring of the scale I bought was 22 kg. So it allowed us, when it was up to 22 kg, I know I have just an allowance of 1 kg. You get my point. So the point is, I really need to get a luggage and weigh your bags before getting to the airport, because that's another place where you might experience, where you will sweat. Because those people, they will just say, especially if you are traveling from Lagos, Nigeria airport, they just like this, your bag is overweight, or they just write it for you that you should go and pay. So to save yourself the stress, just ensure you get a scale and weigh your bags before leaving home. Another thing I want to talk about is while you're booking your flight, if you have the resources or if you're able to, you should probably just book a lounge. Now, this is why I said so. So for us, my husband booked a lounge while it was trying to book our tickets. I think he used one of the agencies. I can't remember which one he used now. I think it's Travel Start. I'm going to put which one he used there. So we booked a lounge with it, and it was really helpful. So our flight was for 11 p.m. Yeah, it was for 11 p.m. So we got to the airport here around 6 p.m. By the time we finished with all the agreed immigration process and all that, it was around 8. So we had 3 hours, yes. So we just went to the lounge. The lounge also provided food. We just needed somewhere to settle, because trust me, by the time you are doing all the agreed and immigration, you will start sweating. Yeah, so we went to the lounge, we settled, and then it also came with the payment, also came with food. So we just had some food and then just chilled and rested before our flight. And guess what, our flight was actually delayed. It moved up from 11 p.m. to I think about 12 midnight. So imagine. And then we got to know in the lounge, so the lounge also announces that, okay, so flight is about to board. So you are not missing out. It's not like you're going to be missing out from what is happening, there at the boarding gate, but there they will also announce to you what is happening. So it's advisable that also, because the sitting area is always like squished, and especially if you're traveling with a child, you just want them to be comfortable and all that. So it is advisable that you book a lounge, though it is not compulsory. It depends on your pocket and it depends on the resources that you have. Yeah, so another thing you need to do is that you need to fill your arrive can 72 hours before flying. Yes, you really can't flee. So it's an app. You have to download an app, and then it has you a couple of information. You need to upload your, I think, COVID vaccine card and so many things. It's called arrive can. You would even see it. You will start getting those notifications. If you belong to some of those groups, you will hear them say that you have to fill arrive can. The reason why you need to fill that arrive can is that when you get to your port of entry, if you are entering through Toronto or you are entering through Montreal, they are going to ask you, they are going to show that evidence that you filled the arrive can. So it is very important and it is very mandatory. It is one of those things. If you forget every other thing I've said in this video, don't forget to fill your arrive can, because you need to do it 72 hours before, so that they are expecting you, even though they already expect you because they gave you the visa, right? But then you have to fill it. Another thing you need to do, some of those things that we did that you need to do, is you need to go to all your banks. For me, I had how many banks? I think I had like 5 banks. God, I had like 5 banks, and that was like one of the most stressful thing I had to do before this travel, apart from buying stuffs. Yeah, going to the banks was stressful, because it is best that you deactivate your SMS alerts. Now, this is why I said you should deactivate your SMS alerts. So if transactions, that with time, if you do not use your Nigerian number, you might get the commission and then it will be assigned to someone else. So in that case, if it gets the commission and assigned to someone else, that means someone else will start to receive your SMS alerts, and someone else might sign you up for USSD code, and you have code. And if you're someone who left money in your account, you just be receiving debit alert. So it's best for you to deactivate SMS alert, and if possible, if you have and just move all your money. If you have a lot of naira left, move all your money to one account, and know that you want to set up online banking for that account. Now, why did I say online banking? If peradventure along the line you decided not to use mobile banking anymore, or you change your phone, and then I know there are some banks that if you change your phone, you need to get to the bank for them to commission the new phone. Yeah, I hope that's right. Yeah, for them to set up your new phone for mobile banking. So in that case, just get an online banking for a bank and get a token, so that you can access your account from wherever you are in the world. But of course, most importantly, you should deactivate SMS alerts, because if you don't, also another thing, if you don't deactivate SMS alerts, those useless SMS they used to send, you just keep receiving SMS alerts, and then they will be debiting you for the alerts you don't need. So it's just best you deactivate SMS alerts, deactivate USSD code, very important, and also Move all your money to one account that you will be able to use online banking for. Yes. So the next thing you need to do is cross-check all your documents. Cross-check that you have packed all your documents. Most importantly, your COVID-19 vaccination card. Now, I'm going to be using myself as an example. So one day, my husband just decided to check my COVID-19 vaccine card. Even though I had been fully vaccinated, I've had the first dose, the second dose, he just said, okay, let me check, and then he scanned the card. Hope you know you can scan your card. So he scanned the barcode on the card, and he found out that they actually uploaded just one of my vaccinations. Can you imagine that? So thank God we observed that before travel. So I had to quickly go to where I had my second shot of the COVID-19 vaccine for them to upload it, and then it was fine. So you also want to check and be sure that you have all your certificates, your driver's license, very important. This is for another time. Driver's license, very important. Don't forget it. Your certificate, your child's birth certificate, your COVID-19 immunization card. I already mentioned that. Your children's immunization card if you're traveling with children, your school certificate. Get every document that you have, every document you've ever worked for your life, maybe school, work, promotion letter, every document. Make sure you pack them, because anyways, it's not doing anything in Nigeria, so why not just pack it? They are papers, they are lightweight, so just put everything in an envelope and make sure that you pack all of them. Make sure they are coming to Canada with you and you're not leaving them at home. So another thing I want to talk about, also talking about going to the airport or things to do before you travel, is that this is travel day now. One thing you should do on travel days is that make sure you eat before leaving the house. Hey God, I suffered. So of course I fed my family, I fed my husband, my daughter, I think she had a little too. But you see me, I did not eat, because as at that morning, my daughter still made her hair. That morning, I was just very unprepared, yeah. I can't explain it. I was very unprepared. As at that morning, I was still buying stuffs. So, so they all had, but I didn't eat. Thank God I packed a cooler of rice for my daughter, like on the road for her to eat maybe first, because she's a very picky eater. So I packed some food. Yeah, so thank God I packed that. That was what I had to hit again at the airport. Even after they already fed us in the lounge, the lounge food was just I think it was either rice or chicken and chips, but thank God I packed food, so that was what I ate to fill me up again. So make sure that you eat and you're satisfied with the food that you've prepared from your house, because another thing again is that the airports, the flight food might not do you. For me, I was just like, what's this? My husband was like, you know that is what you're going to hit something different there, so you better hit it with your food chest. I was like, no, what's this? There was even something they served us. I was like, please, what the hell is this? I tasted it and it was horrible. I don't know what it is. I think it's supposed to be a fruit. It's supposed to be a fruit and a veggie, but for me, it was a no. I just dumped it. Yeah. So it's advisable that you eat. Also, this also applies to kids. If you are traveling with children, please pack snacks for them. If you have toddlers, like really little children that still take cereals, pack their cereals, pack their milk, put it in a ziploc or in a container, whatever. Just make sure that you pack it. Of course, although you cannot go with anything liquid, you can't go with water, you can't go with juices, you get all that on the flight, but just make sure you pack little maybe biscuits, snacks, chips, those kind of things for them to nibble on. I had a bag that was full. Yes, thank God for my husband. Please thank my husband for me once again in the comment section. He told me to fry chicken. So we fried chicken and turkey before leaving the house that day. So those were one of the things I wanted. I fried chicken and fried turkey before leaving the house. That chicken and turkey served us all the way to our last connecting flight. It was fried, dried, and thank God that was what my daughter was always able to, it sustained us, because the flight food wasn't really sustaining like that, if you know what I mean, if you're a foodie like me, or if you're someone that likes food. So we fried chicken, fried turkey. That was like the best idea ever. So if you don't mind, if you can, please, my dears, do that also. Yeah, it's going to help you. You will come back to thank me. So finally, it is travel day. I remember our own travel day. Gosh, Normally I usually have anxieties whenever I'm traveling. Like when I was going to NYC, I had anxiety. When I was getting married, anxiety. As in when I'm about to take a new step. But you see, this one, I really can't explain it. I was calm. I was cool to the extent that my daughter made her hair that same morning. It was that morning I went to buy the turkey I wanted to fry. As in, I was just, should I say I was disorganized? Or I really can't say what I was that day. But then travel day, so my point is that travel day, make sure that all your bags are now set and pushed aside. Now I said you should move them from where you pack them, move them from your room maybe to your living room or close to the door. That way your mind, it kind of reorients your mind or reposition in your mind that things are, because if not, if you keep seeing all those bags, you just say, hey, you might get anxiety, or you might have panic attack and say, oh no, I've not finished packing and all that. Just make sure you move everything to a side and know that, yeah, you're done with this. Weigh them and then just tag them. So another thing you can do also with your bags, get, like for us now, we got a fabric, the same fabric for all the how many bags now, 6 bags, even 3 hand luggages, and then just tied fabric like Ankara, with tied Ankara fabric, so that we could easily recognize, because the truth is that you're not the only one that will be carrying that kind of bag, so you don't mix up your things. So it's advisable you do that. It's not compulsory. Once again, whether you padlock your bag or you don't padlock your bag, if they want to open it, they will still open it. So for us, we didn't padlock our bag and nothing was missing. So you may choose to padlock, although for security reasons, we've been hearing those stories of maybe someone dropped drugs or dropped something in your bag, dropped the contraband in your bag. It's always advisable that you padlock it. But once you see it checked in, really, I think it's safe. But then just make sure that you do what's best for you. So as I was saying, travel day, dress light. Hey, this is the most important advice. No, it's not the most important advice. Others are also important. But please, and please, travel what? Light. What did I say? Travel light. Say it again. Travel light. If you go and wear shoe that will be peppering your leg, my dear, you are in. You are in for your own. Travel light. You don't even need to wear. So what did I wear? Okay, I think I wore a jean and a top. Yeah, it was kind of like, it was light. So you see people that just wear, if I told my husband I wanted to wear jalabia, he'll say, how will you be, I just, okay, let's meet halfway. I will wear jeans, no problem. But the point is that you want to travel light, because it's going to be a long journey, most likely 2-day trip, and then you need to use the restroom. By the first night, you're getting tired, and then you have to, so just travel, wear something light, something you can easily, in fact, if possible, don't use a belt, because then you have to start losing belt and then wearing belt back, and then what the gist, right? So just make sure that you dress light, dress your children also light and warm. Even though it is summer, my dear, if you arrive, the cold that will meet you, you will not believe it. Yes, it is summer, but trust me, it's not summer for you. It is not what? It is not summer for you. In fact, you will see other people wearing t-shirts. In fact, I've seen some people that were not wearing clothes, and I'm like, are these people normal? Yeah, they are used to it. But for you that is just arriving, in fact, from the airport, let me tell you something that you probably didn't know. Inside the airport, you are warm, you are all well and good. In fact, you remove your cardigan, but you see, immediately you open that door and you go outside the airport, that is where the reality starts. The reality kicks in. You see the breeze that will come to your face. I'm laughing because even when we were in the AC, we were not cold. But you see, when we entered outside there, the breeze was unbelievable. So please, yes, it is summer. You don't need to buy jacket, you don't need to buy winter jackets. Just come with cardigan, come with jeans jackets. So in a different video, I'm still going to be talking about what to pack and what not to pack here. But for this one, I'm saying dress light, but at the same time, hold a cardigan. Another thing is you want to travel light. So if you are a family of 3, like for us, we had allowance of 623 kg. Even Ayofe, as little as she was, she had allowance for 223 kg. And then also you have allowance of 3 hand luggages. My dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, check in everything you don't need on the flight. it is allowed. So for us, we checked in, of course, all our 23 kgs, and then we checked in 2 of our hand luggages. And it was, thank God we did that. It was the best decision to do that. So the last hand luggage we had contained all the food and snacks, and then I had another bag, my own, of course, handbag, which was like which an handbag, which had like a change of clothes on these for my daughter, and then some things to freshen up, all those things. So anything, all those cream, my dear, check it in, because hey, if you don't check it in, the kind of stress you will give yourself, especially if you are traveling with children, you have 2-3 kids, you travel with 2 kids and then carry bags. You don't want to go through those troubles. So please just check in all your bags. Travel light. Have just a knapsack or something, or just a hand luggage. So we had our hand luggage. We had one hand luggage that was just like a little box, which we just drag. We didn't want to have to carry anything, because it's going to be stressful, especially from Lagos, Nigeria. If it applies to Abuja, Nigeria, I don't know. So through doing all those running around, especially when you now get to your first layover, waiting and all that. So it's just advisable that you check in as many bags as you can, check in as much as possible, and have some things to munch in those check-in bags. You need it for the flight, yeah. And then the last but not the least, anticipate the new life. Yeah, I know this is not really part of the things to put. Yeah, it's part of it. Start to anticipate. When I say start to anticipate, that is, start to check your CV for Canadian style of CV. Start to do your own research, job research. I'm sure in your application, somewhere along the line, you were given the opportunity of creating a job bank profile. A job bank profile or Indeed profile. Create an Indeed profile, create a job bank profile. Start to work on your resume. Start to work, because you don't want to wait a whole long time before you get a job. So, just start to take steps, yeah? Start to connect with people that are in Canada. Start to talk to people, maybe church members, family, friends, people that are in Canada. Just start asking them little questions. Okay, so what is expected of me in so places? Getting a job, places that are good for you to live, and so do your research. Go on YouTube, go on Google, go on Quora, Quora. Just do your extensive research, just so you don't come and then you are blank. Because trust me when I say, the first few weeks when you arrive is going to be like a different time for you. You are going to be so confused and frustrated. Maybe I should not say frustrated. You're going to be so confused, and then you're just going to be blank. You won't know what next to do. But if you've done your due diligence before traveling, if you've done your research, if you've prepared your mind that you're going to start afresh somewhere, trust me, it's not going to be as difficult as it might look. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying to this end. Please like this video. So when you like this video, it allows YouTube to distribute it to more people gets to see it. Of course, engage. I want to hear from you in the comment section. If there's something else that you think I didn't add, please drop it in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer it. Subscribe if you've not yet subscribed. Please subscribe, share with your friend who are traveling, turn on post notifications so that when the new content comes up, you be one of the first to watch and interact with it. So thank you guys for watching. In subsequent videos, I'm still going to be talking about things for you to pack when you're coming to Canada, and so much more. So you trust me, you don't want to miss this channel. So thank you for watching. Till we meet another time on this channel, I say bye for now. Bye guys.